guys.
Hey, guys.
Okay, so we wanted to do a little bit of a game of truth or drink, and I'm gonna be so real. We filmed this intro after we have played. So, yeah.
Didn't know we were going to put all of our cards on the table, but that is true.
They were laid out face up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we are gonna get into it. Yeah, take it away, Brooke.
Yeah. Okay, so these questions, you guys, are going to be a mix of like our questions from online and then your guys' submissions. So they are also in a random order. We don't know. Okay, so the first one is, have you ever slid into a celeb or an influencer's DMs? If so, who?
You start, Molls.
Okay. I have. Not for any slimy reasons, just because I like them. But I've slid into Montana's.
Yeah, the celeb. You know.
I've slid into Miss Montana Lee's DMs before. No, I've slid into Miley Cyrus's DMs, and I have also slid into Billie Eilish's DMs, and she responded,
Ooh.
which was pretty cool.
Have you, Brooke?
I wish. No, never. I don't really go on social media.
No,
so-
literally.
No, so
I know.
fair.
It's
I
honestly
wish.
so funny because it is actually like quite embarrassing to
To air it out.
to DM like a celebrity, but I will say I have also slid into Miley Cyrus's DMs and I begged her to come here for concert like for 5 years in a row. And then I've also slid into Paige Sorbo's and I asked if I could be invited to the next year's July 4th party of Summer House.
Oh my gosh.
I was just watching the episode. I was like, this looks so fun. Can I please come? And then I wouldn't say that this is necessarily a celebrity, but I did slid in into the DMs of the CEO of TELUS because
Oh my gosh, I remember this.
I forgot about this.
I was so freaking fed up with TELUS and its services, and I was so pissed. And if you guys know, if you've ever dealt with TELUS, like getting a hold of somebody is the most difficult thing in the entire
nightmare.
world. And I literally Googled like who is the CEO, and then I searched him up, and I
Goes on
reamed,
LinkedIn.
no, literally, I reamed him out. It was like, you have created the worst company in the entire world, and I will never be using your services ever again. And he never replied, but I am using TELUS again.
I was going to say, now you're on TELUS Wi-Fi.
I know, I
Yeah.
was forced to. I was forced to. Yeah.
Okay, the second one is, have you ever kept a secret that would wreck someone's relationship? Molls?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so
And
bad.
do we want to elaborate? You don't have to.
Should we elaborate? We can do like a tidbit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was just a bit of a situation where we found out the boy was doing something a little slimy and the girlfriend didn't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the most I'm going to say about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So do you guys have the same one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I do have one. The girlfriend is very like anti-drugs, and the boyfriend does drugs, and I know that he does drugs, but I haven't told them because it would ruin their relationship, and it's none of my business. I think, like, out of like for her happiness sake.
Yeah, well,
like,
I'm telling
I
you
don't wanna
right
be
now-
the one to ruin it.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm
So-
giving you the free will to ruin
Oh,
mine. if
and
it
vice
ever comes.
versa.
I've got
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
Same.
got
Okay.
nothing for you guys.
same. I think it's just not my place, and again, like, it's out of their like happiness for them, and like they're
Yeah,
adults.
you're doing it out of the betterment of their relationship.
Mhm.
Yeah, and like they're adults,
Yeah.
and they'll figure out what they want to do and how that goes down. And
Yeah.
and, like,
Yeah.
I'm not here for the drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
surprisingly.
So here for the drama in other ways, just not
yeah,
that one.
not in that way. Okay, next, what's one insecurity you try to hide from everyone?
My arms.
Your arms?
Oh, of course. Yeah,
you
of course.
guys, I
That's a top one for
you
sure.
can rarely catch me wearing a tank top.
Oh yeah,
because of
or
those
like when you
reasons.
put your arms down.
Yeah.
Oh, like your sidearm.
Yeah, like I
Hate that.
just really do. I
Yeah.
unfortunately wish
Yeah.
I had a Jen Ann arm, but I don't.
Yeah. If you know,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah. Like she has the best arms.
Yeah. Yeah, she
They're
does.
good.
Mhm.
Pilates arms.
I know. They're so good. But yeah, that's probably mine.
Yeah, that's a good one. Monts?
You go.
Probably like my skin without makeup on.
Oh,
like
really?
as much as
Why?
possible. I try not to. Just like acne scars and just like I just am not confident with my skin. Like my skin gets red on a dime. Like I blush super easily. It's very sensitive to fluorescent lights. It's allergic.
Yeah.
So it goes red all the time. It's just like a very embarrassing.
Fair enough.
So definitely
Yeah.
like my skin, my
No,
face,
I
my face skin.
can totally relate to
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Hate it actually. Yeah.
To be honest, there's like so many that I
like what's
I'm
one
like,
of how many?
I don't know, but one thing that I feel like is kind of random is like I literally can't spell. Like like if autocorrect like were not a thing, like I actually think people would assume I'm stupid. And I don't think I'm stupid.
Can we test you?
Sure.
Yeah. Ooh,
Spelling
good.
bee. No, spelling bees give me so much anxiety in elementary school.
Well, it's
but I
just-
also have a really good
It's just us.
memory and a photogenic memory. So if you did tell me to get a word,
Photographic.
and like literally I still spell because when I'm typing it out, baby eats candy apples until she explodes.
Oh.
That was how you remembered it?
Okay, we're gonna give you a word.
Okay, yeah.
I have a hard word
No.
in my mind.
Okay,
Not
okay.
too hard.
It's not too hard.
Okay, what is it?
Tell me if it's too hard. I'll say it.
Okay.
Congeniality.
Oh fuck.
Oh, that's
what?
I feel like that's easy, you know? Or oh no.
Bitch.
I tried to spell it.
I just told you my insecurity. Sorry. Okay, let me just try. Somebody fact check me here. Congeniality. Can I see it in a sentence? No. Give me.
Congeniality.
Okay,
That's
wait,
what I'm thinking.
wait, guys. I need
I'm
to
gonna
focus.
autocorrect it right now.
CONGENT. Wait, congenitals. CONGENTILLY.
No. So you got the first part, CONGEN, but it's
Congeniality.
IALIT.
Okay.
Okay. Amusement.
Okay. AMUSEMENT.
Yes.
Yay.
Correct.
For me, it's words like
Restaurant.
definitely, restaurant,
Necessary.
necessary, decision.
Yeah.
Or like any of those.
You know what sometimes gets me?
efficiently.
Available. I just think of Craigslist, and when I'm asking them or in Facebook Marketplace, and I'm like, is this a volleyball?
They're like, not for you.
And you're like, if you can fucking spell that. You know, there's definitely some words
Moving
that
on.
trip me up, though.
Yeah.
Like, and just the most basic words, like what we were just saying. I'm like, sometimes
Yeah.
I see those, and I'm like, define that.
Oh, definitely.
Oh.
I've never spelled right.
Wednesday?
Definitely,
Once
I've
in my
never
life.
gotten right.
Yeah,
definitely
definitely.
never
I'm
did that one right. Okay,
How does that one go again?
moving on.
Okay, next. What's a revenge story you're secretly proud of? I personally don't have one.
I know. I don't think I really have a good one.
I
don't
wish
think
I had
have
one.
Monts.
Trying to think.
Do it.
I'm like, I know it.
Do it.
Okay, this one is funny because it's literally just so stupid. Like, I would never do this now, but I mean, it's not like it was like that long ago. But it wasn't even like revenge per se, but it was just like a little poke, you know?
Yeah.
Jab.
Yeah.
Anyways, like somebody that I was seeing was apparently seeing somebody else at the same time. Apparently, there was a minor overlap there.
An MO.
And-
MO.
Yeah. And so basically, once I found that out, I was just like, okay, cool. And so I had found out the date where it happened, and I was like, let me just see what I can do. And I like got a fake number. And then I like Googled one of those like fake like STD like announcement texts because like you can anonymously
I've heard that.
yeah like
Mhm.
Send
report
one or
it and
something,
like
right?
let them know like,
Yeah.
hey, I've gotten an STD, like go get checked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I like basically made it out because I was like, okay, wait, I don't want this to come back to me at all.
Yeah.
You
No.
know?
Yeah.
So I like wrote it in a way that like basically ensured that it was past me and on this date, which was somebody else. And yeah, I never know what happened with that, but I just was like,
It was a very medical sounding text.
yeah, no, it was like legit.
It was legit.
But yeah, that was like,
I don't
it's
think that's
not even
stupid
like
at all.
revenge, but it was just
Yeah.
like in my like it's so stupid.
I
and
think it's
petty,
a
but
little
it's-
revengey though.
It's just
I think
yeah.
funny.
it's good.
I was just like, eh.
I wish I could have seen like the reaction from
No,
that
I know, me
person.
too.
I'm like, were they freaking out?
Yeah,
like I
what
wish
were
I
they
had
doing?
their access to their front camera
Yeah.
on their phone
I
when they got
know.
that text.
Oh, yes. Anyways, moving on. Okay, next. What's something you've done that would seriously change how people see you if they knew?
I feel like we're answering all these. Like,
I'm gonna drink to this
I'm
one
drinking to this one,
personally.
too.
I'm drinking to this one. but
Lord.
okay, I'm trying to think.
I think saucy.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the thing is, I feel like somebody knows everything.
That's the other thing that people do. Yeah.
No, I feel like I've got some things locked in there.
Really? Good for you.
Okay, well then drink.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I'm going to drink.
Do it now.
Oh, yeah, now. Now. These are shots. Scared.
Okay, ready? Cheers. What is this, Sunny D?
Yeah,
It tastes
orange
like
juice. Kind of embarrassing, but I feel like I can't remember the last time I did a shot. Like, I feel like it's been a minute since I've done a shot.
Mm.
Someone's probably going to be like, bitch, I took a shot with you like literally 2 weekends ago. But anyways, okay, moving on.
My insides are on.
Yeah, that was rough. What's the biggest age gap you've had with someone you've hooked up with? Ooh.
I don't have a good one. I've made out with somebody random, but I don't know how old they were.
That's a lot.
I know. You absolute whore. That's what I'm saying.
No, you.
12 years.
12 years?
12 years.
I just spat giveaway.
I didn't want to say year. I was like 12.
Wait,
Like,
younger?
months,
Younger?
weeks,
Older?
older. Oh my god, can you imagine?
12 years younger.
12
you
weeks.
Pedo.
12 hours. 12 years.
I guess I
Yeah.
shouldn't really like react that way because mine's 9, but like still, I feel like those extra 3 years.
Wow.
That's
Yes,
crazy.
You got double
It's
digits.
the double digits.
Slut.
It's the double digits.
I'm
Get
so-
hot.
Sweating.
Yeah.
I know, me too. God dang.
Okay. What's one thing we appreciate about ourselves?
Oh, that's a nice
That's a
one.
very nice one. A little mix in.
Yeah. Monts, you go first.
Oh,
this
yeah.
time.
gosh.
Trade it up.
Okay, I appreciate that I'm like so funny and pretty and nice and like cool.
Agreed, agreed, and agreed. Yeah.
I am
Say.
literally so kidding.
I'm like, you're not wrong.
I know. I was just
No,
gonna say, that was,
guys, no.
like,
that was a
realize
joke.
Guys, chill.
Jill, that was a joke. I guess I actually.
I guess I actually am all those things.
No,
yeah,
now that
you
I
are.
think about it,
She is. What's wrong with you? Why won't you just admit it?
No, guys, it was a joke. Okay, I'm literally cutting that out. That was so embarrassing.
You're not
Sorry.
cutting that out. She's not cutting that out.
I guess I actually do appreciate that. You know what? Actually, my boyfriend said this to me the other day, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's so sweet." And I was like, I forget exactly what he said, but he was like, "You're." Think he used like skillful or something like that. I don't know, but he's like,
Ooh.
anything you want to do, like you can do it. He's like, you're
Yeah.
really good at everything.
Resourceful.
Yes, resourceful.
Like,
you
yeah,
are very
but like,
resourceful,
yeah.
actually.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like very like independent and like
Yeah, like,
resourceful. Like you're
I can
you're like
get
I
shit
don't
done.
need no man. Like
No.
I'll do it on my own. Like
Mhm.
I'll put this lawnmower together.
And I love fixing
Whatever.
things.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah,
I think
that's a
and
good
like
one.
common sense. I have a lot of common sense.
Yeah.
You do have a lot of common sense.
Mhm.
Yes, you're very street savvy, very street
Yeah.
smart. Actually,
you. Thank you.
yes. Malls.
Okay. This is so
yeah, how does it
hard.
feel? It's hard.
I know, it is hard.
Like, complimenting yourself.
yeah.
Yuck.
No, like literally, ew.
No, but
Actually,
you had
yuck.
such a cop out where Carter said it, so you just took it.
Well,
Cheater.
I agreed.
I mean, he's not wrong. So
He's not wrong. Okay. I think that I'm like a generous friend with like not necessarily like I'm not saying generous in like a giving way. I'm saying just
Even
like
though you are.
with the people that I love, I
Mhm.
feel like I
Give your
will
all.
do anything for.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
So
Yeah.
generous with love.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
gonna go.
Snaps to that.
I'll take
Yeah.
that. God, I feel like I'm
one.
blushing
Oh,
under there. My
that's a
face
good
is
one.
on
No,
fire.
it's
I'm
so
like,
embarrassing. I'm like,
I'm
oh my god.
literally in a full sweat. Like, already, I'm like 4 questions in.
Help.
Okay. Ooh, feel the pressure.
know.
I mean, I don't know if this isn't like as good as like your
Oh, shut up.
but I feel like I like that. Like, I mean, I'm not really on my phone that much in general because I'm
Mhm.
just not whatever. But I
Yeah.
will say, like, I do like that. I'm like very intentional that like when I'm hanging out with people,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, and like anyone put in the comments if like you're like, no, you're always whatever, but like I feel like I intentionally am like never on my phone.
Yeah.
Like if I'm at a restaurant with someone or if we're just hanging out, like honestly, like correct me if I'm wrong, but
No,
I'm like
you're
literally never
completely
on my
right.
phone. Like
No,
I
I-
just like really like to be like in the moment and like be intentional with like the time that I'm spending and like
Yeah.
building whatever relationship that is
Mhm.
that I'm with. So like
No,
I
I
would
think
say
that's
like I like
great.
that like
Quality time.
I'm like very quality time.
Yeah.
love language.
Very, I'm like 99%.
Yeah.
like,
No,
No,
I
I
gotta
love
talk about that one day.
Yes,
Our love languages.
Put putting it on the list.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, you
But
guys.
no, I completely agree with that. I feel
Mhm.
like you are extremely intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like to be like, if I'm gonna like make the effort, and I'm just like very aware of like and appreciative of if anyone I'm hanging out with is like making the effort to hang out with me, it's like
Yeah.
you are going to get my full attention.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's really
Yeah.
good.
And you
That's
make
really
people
nice.
feel that way. Like I feel like you always
I hope.
No, you do. Like I feel like whenever like we've hung out or even like with like my sister and stuff like that, like you're extremely intentional. Like
Mhm.
you're with them and you make them feel like they have your 100%
Yeah.
attention, which I think is like the nicest
That
thing
is
ever.
really
I
nice.
try, but I also like that being said, like I feel the same reciprocated from both of you whenever we're hanging out. That like you know, like I
Totally,
feel like all of
totally.
us are very
That's
good
good
at
because
that.
now that you're saying this, I'm like, damn, like I'm always like my mind's somewhere else. I'm always on my phone. I'm like,
Sometimes you're on your phone, but it's like,
my bad.
but it's not in
My
a way of, like
bad.
mid conversation. It's like if like Molls and I are like yip yapping about something, and anyways, I feel like
Yeah,
we're all
okay.
very good at it. But yeah, that's just one thing.
No, I appreciate that.
Anyways,
Too.
moving on because it's just stressing me
I know,
out.
doesn't your face
No,
start to get hot?
I'm like, what did I just say? My biggest insecurity was, you guys. My red face, and it's already happening. Okay, changing up. What sex act are you bad at?
Act?
Act.
Or, like anything.
Yeah, like this
Act.
goes for like
anything. Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't have to be like sex position. It could just be anything.
Personally gonna drink.
Yeah, I will be drinking to that.
I think I'm gonna drink.
Fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Fair
That's
enough.
to everyone's.
Okay.
Oh god.
Actually, can you pass the tequila?
yeah.
Okay, cheers, guys. We're going for it. Oh no.
We're back. If you had to cut one co-host from the pod for fame and success, who would it be?
Myself.
Literally, I volunteer as tribute.
No, you guys, we have to drink again.
Yeah, we do have to drink again. I mean, this one's kind of hard because, like, I wouldn't cut
Okay,
anyone.
yeah, let's just take a
You're
big
right. A big
yeah,
sip.
of
A big
hot
sip
water.
of our.
Cheers. I said big sip.
I took a big sip. Did you
No,
see?
Molly didn't.
I matched your energy.
Thank you.
Okay, well, here we go. Have another one. It might be a drink.
We really put the easy ones on top.
I'm like, what's your biggest childhood trauma?
I will be taking a shot to that.
Also, that as well.
Crickets over here.
Just want to also mention, shout out.
Espanol.
No one can say it right.
Espado.
Espelon.
Espelome.
Espelono.
Espelon.
Yeah, Espelone.
Espelon.
Cheers!
Oh, man. Okay.
I hope that wasn't too
We're like
loud.
4 questions in.
Oh, I'm not ready. Well, then get ready.
Okay, mommy.
I know.
Who's the leader in the friend group? Cheers.
Cheers.
Again.
This is definitely going to be a better, like, visual episode.
Because we're getting real close and personal. It's funny because today was the day, you guys, that I was like, we're like so far back. Who even cares? I don't need to do my hair.
The camera blurs.
Here we are. Thank
Oh,
God.
my God.
That was rough.
Okay.
Okay.
I have goosebumps everywhere.
I know.
Yeah. I'm
Head
sweating.
to toe.
Ugh.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you like telling your partner what to do in bed? Or I'm like, I haven't even seen these. I'm like, wait, what?
Did we do that?
I don't know. This one snuck in. Do you like telling your partner what to do in bed, or do you like being told what to do? Put the strap on, babe. We're getting going.
I
Aggie Sue.
literally am not taking another shot right now.
No, same, but I'm
so
not answering.
I am going to say I love being told what to do.
I feel like that's just
I'm just
I'm
kidding.
just gonna say it's like you're in your feminine.
Yes, they're in their
Women wanna be in
dominant
their
vibe.
feminine. You want male to be in their masculine, and that's what we're gonna say
Yes.
about it.
Okay.
Love that.
What's something you've done that you still feel guilty about?
Molls?
I don't feel guilty about it anymore,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
but I felt a lot of guilt for it until like
Like for a
month
long
ago.
time.
Mhm.
And this
Yeah.
happened like 6 or 7 years ago.
Wow,
Okay.
you just got
Actually,
over it?
longer than that, probably 10 years ago. So I carried a lot of guilt for it. I canceled a trip with my family because of personal reasons, and I don't know. I carried a lot of blame for
Yeah.
it. My
fair.
family really resented me for canceling the trip.
I feel like they didn't, but
I
I know
what
what
are
you
you,
mean.
the Kylie Jenner of the family?
No,
Like,
they really
what?
did. They really did. So
Oh.
that was a little tough.
Yeah, that's tough.
But then I
I'm
aired it
sorry.
out recently,
Mhm.
and it was okay.
it's like a weight lifted.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
No.
let's
'Cause I
talk
just-
about it.
I did
Like, oh,
always
you're
feel
not
bad.
mad at me.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think after talking about it,
Yeah.
we both realized that
You don't need to
we
be
were on
carrying
the
it.
same page
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Like, I didn't realize that they appreciated what I did
Mm-hmm.
in the moment, but when it happened for probably about like 2 or 3 years after that, it was always held over my head.
Yeah. And I think that's why it's so
Always.
important to talk about things, because
Yeah.
that was so many years of unnecessary guilt that you held
Yeah.
for nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my
like,
God, I felt
stress
awful.
and-
Yeah. Great one. Well, not great, but like good
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah, I'm so happy you were so guilty.
Brooke?
Honestly, I have so many, you guys. I can't even pick right now. I have to think about it. You go.
Okay. I know I was kind of thinking when you were talking.
I have like 1 bajillion.
I
gazillion.
definitely have 2 that stick out in my mind, but I will say one that I genuinely feel like the most guilty about, which I feel like is more of a universal experience. So I don't know, but I feel so guilty for ever being mean to my mom.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Is
when you
that
like
literally not like
because
on
I
a
just,
daily?
No, I know. Like especially like I was a menace, I feel like, when I was in high school, and not even a menace, like, to be fair, like I was dealing with just so much like in my mind internally, and like I feel like you show your true colors and like lash out on the people that you feel most comfortable with, because
Absolutely.
Closest with.
you don't have to put on
Absolutely.
that face, like
Totally.
you don't
Yeah.
have to pretend to be happy, you don't have
You
to
can just be a bitch.
Yeah, and
because
I-
you're feeling like a bitch.
definitely
you
was a
can,
bitch, and I
unfortunately.
feel like I always took that out on my mom, and
Yeah.
like now being older and like literally being best friends with my mom,
Literally, I'm like, Tony's a ride or die.
no, I'm like, why
Shout
would
out
I
Tony.
Die for you.
Shout out Tony.
literally
I
shout
would die
out
for
Mom.
you.
Like,
Literally.
exactly. So yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like that's one thing I'm like, I wish I could go back so badly and just like never
Yeah.
have been mean to
Yeah.
my mom.
You know what is so triggering about that is all the TikToks that I've seen that are like,
Realizing your mom's
Realizing
doing the
it's
first
your
thing the
first
first time.
I'm literally like instant tear.
I
Yeah.
know. I'm like,
and it just
just
brings me
remembering-
back of like, yes, like why was I so horrible?
I know.
You
Yeah.
know, like it really was. It's like their first time, and like, you know what is also wild?
What?
All 3 of us are the oldest childs.
I know.
I know.
It makes
So
so
it's
much
like-
sense.
No, like not
Why
only
we're
is it their
friends.
first time living life, it's their
Mhm.
first time ever being a mom. It's their
Yeah.
first time ever like having a child,
Mhm.
ever being responsible for someone else, ever like being like
like they don't
worried
know what
about
they're
their
doing
safety.
either.
Yeah. Even our moms being friends
Mhm.
and things like that. Like, my mom hosts a Christmas party every year for like the ladies, which
Pajama
is so
party.
cute. And
if
it's
you know,
like,
you know.
it's like one of my favorite nights of the year.
Yeah.
Literally.
And like seeing all of our moms
Mhm.
hang out
right?
was like, especially just, I don't know, it's just like the cutest thing ever. Like, they're hanging out as girlfriends just like we are right now.
Yeah.
Literally.
Which is the sweetest thing in the
Yeah.
world to me. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, I would not take a second of our friendship right now for granted.
No.
And they're probably thinking the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they're just being friends,
Mhm.
having a glass of wine, the exact
They're-
same as we
they're
are.
just like, sorry, mom, but they're just an older version of exactly what we
Yeah,
are
no,
right now.
literally.
Yeah.
You know, like they want to like talk girls and they want to like have a glass of wine or a
Yeah.
bottle or whatever, you
Yes.
know, and get a little loose.
And they
a
go
bottle
through,
or two.
Like, they
Like,
go through crazy
they
things
have
too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
the same, like whatever that looks like they have struggles and insecurities and relationship dramas and
Mhm.
just as
All
much.
of the same things.
It's literally us, like copy paste, but just an older version.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's-
No, I completely
it's
agree.
so
Yeah.
cute. And like, just, I don't know, seeing our moms be so like,
yeah.
be so close to and be friends is like,
so
I don't know.
sweet.
It's
I
so nice.
know.
Yeah, for
It's
people
very
who don't
sweet.
know us, our moms are all really close, which is very, very sweet.
Mhm.
Yes.
No, it makes it so good, and
Yeah.
like that's the thing. I'm
Mommy
just, like,
episode coming soon.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally. But that's the thing. I'm just like, ugh, like my mom literally is my best friend, so I'm just like,
yeah.
I just wish in the time I knew that I knew how to deal with what was going on in my mind, and I didn't just
The
project
frontal
it
lobe.
onto
Yeah.
her, because that's completely what I did.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, I'm so sorry.
I
But
know.
also, I was gonna say, which like when you were first talking, Monts, I was going to say like, also in that kind of like prepubescent or like that early kind of teen years of like, which I think that's when we're all kind of the worst to our parents. I think that's like universal, male, female, anyone. Like
Yeah.
you're just in this zone of like, I don't know, this kind of like grade 7 to grade 10. Like you're just not like your best version of life. But
No,
it's
you're
like
pretty
you're
much
also
horrible.
though like literally horrible, but it's like you're also trying to figure out like who you are and like
Mhm.
your likes and dislikes and emotional, like you're trying to regulate your emotions, like you're learning how to deal with all that,
Mhm.
which kind of then goes into like most I was gonna say is that like, yes, we were like not the nicest to our parents, that like connects to like both of what you guys were saying, but it's like
Yeah.
we could like hearing, like, we could have been worse. You know, it's like
No.
we weren't
Absolutely.
horrible. Like,
Fair
we
enough.
just were like
Yeah.
young and like learning, like we're regulating our emotions. We have these hormones. Like, we
Mhm.
don't know how to like not be upset or not cry or not like freak out or like you're just, everyone is learning. Like, your mom is learning because it's her first child and her first experience in the teenager years. And then it's our first experience of like, holy crap, like I all of a sudden have boobs and now I'm just kind of like a raging bitch all the time.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, like it's just
See,
like
mine was like more so I'm depressed and
Yeah.
I don't know how to do anything.
but like also
and so
like
I was
all
just
of that.
angry.
Like, you're learning how to like process what your body is feeling. Your
Yeah.
mind
Yeah.
is
No,
feeling. Like, there's
100%.
just a lot of learning that like
Mhm. And I think
and
it's
looking back, it's like, oh, I just wish I'd like did that better.
I know.
I
And I
know.
think that's the thing. It's like I wish I looked at my mom as like my support system, which I did.
Yeah.
But it's also like she is like because she is my comfort person, or like you
Totally.
know mostly people.
Yeah.
Your mom is your comfort person.
Yeah.
That's the person again. Like you just lash
Absolutely.
out at most because
Yeah.
you feel the most comfortable to be like your true
Like, I hate
self.
to say it, but because you can.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
because you can.
they're always gonna love
It's
you. They're always gonna be there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm. Anyway,
Which,
shout
like,
out to
yeah.
moms.
Shout out to moms.
Hey, mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch our episodes.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's
Tracy,
something I
Barb,
regret.
and Tony. Shout
Yeah.
out to
The
you.
gals. The gals. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right,
Anyways,
moving on from
Tragic.
our mommy tangent.
Moving on. Who in your life do you feel the most disconnected from and why?
On a 180.
Yeah,
I was gonna say my dad.
I wasn't gonna say that, but I felt the vibe.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go into
I'm gonna
why.
drink personally.
So
this
I
one.
will.
Yeah,
I
I'm
will
gonna
drink.
drink too.
I'll do a
Yes.
sip.
Let's.
Wait, no. You're not answering. You take a full shot. I answered.
You did answer? Oh, that's true. You
No,
did. Yeah,
she-
you did.
yeah,
Okay,
So
you're right.
I will
you're
be
right.
taking a sip.
I need a shot. That's right. I'm chickening out,
SOS.
you guys. I'm not here to create waves. I'm not here to create
No.
waves.
Oh, sorry.
Only ripples.
I don't even want ripples.
Only a whipple. A whittle whipple.
Dude, like,
Okay, you guys go. Good job.
Ooh. Ooh.
Good
Honestly,
job, ladies.
Is it scary that it's going down easier now?
I know. I was
I've had like
thinking
3 and
that.
I'm like, ooh.
as much as I look like I'm having a really hard time, I am, but it's less hard.
Yeah. Have you ever fantasized about someone you absolutely shouldn't have? Who?
I honestly don't think so, because I would say the only time I've ever like quote fantasized about someone would be an unwanted sex dream that I did not ask for.
Fair. Because you,
You know?
didn't ask for that.
No,
I'm unconscious in my
I
sleep.
did not ask for
Yeah.
that at all. And then I feel icky when I wake up. I'm like, you dirty slut.
I feel like a fantasy though is more of something like
you
it's not
want.
yes, agreed, and B, like a repetitive, a reoccurring fantasy, like not a one-off dream. Like,
Mm,
did you think about it multiple times afterwards?
no.
Then no, that's not a fantasy. A fantasy is like something that continues to live on, like multiple.
I fantasize about my
thoughts.
boyfriend.
Yeah,
Wow.
Shout
you're
out
pure
Carter.
Angel.
yeah.
So, what about you guys?
I'm drinking.
I'm also. Here we go again.
Pour it
Here
up,
we
we
go
go
again.
again.
Okay, and one last one to end it. It's what's your biggest I can't believe I did that drunk moment?
Who wants to start us off?
Molls?
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, I was at our staff Christmas party, and I just want to preface to everyone, every girl, gay, they, anyone who
The girls, the gays, and the
decides
days.
to wear a strapless top out to a bar, don't do it. If this is anything that you take away from this podcast, don't wear a strapless top when you're going to get drunk. And I don't mean like, oh, having such a good time drunk. I mean like drunk. Okay. Anyways, so
Like pee on yourself in the bathroom. Kind
yeah,
of
like bad drunk. And I decided to borrow my friend's top, and we proceeded to get absolutely decked. And we
As
were
we do.
dancing on the dance floor, hands were raised, and the boobs decided to make an appearance. Okay. And my friend,
special guest.
so nice of her, realized that the tits were out. And so
No,
she's
you didn't
like,
realize. You're like,
yeah, no, I had literally no idea. There was not a breeze in the room, so I had no clue.
Nothing was going hard.
I'm having the best of my life.
Anyways, and she like grabbed my shirt and pulled it up. So nice. we continue dancing. We're dancing. We're dropping to the floor. My boobs pop out again. She pulls it up again. I proceed to go to the bar. We decided to take a few more shots, and I went AWOL. And I had to go to the bathroom. And my friend was like, you're fine. Like, just puke and rally. You're fine. And I don't remember this at all. And apparently I'm puking, whatever, things are happening. My shirt at this point, at the waistband. At the waist. I'm
your
half
dental floss
naked,
showing.
half naked in the handicap stall at this bar. And I have no recollection of what's going on. And she is now like, okay, I think the girl is unconscious. Like, she's not making it out of here alive. There is no rallying in the puke. It's just puke. And so she calls two of our guy friends. Bless their souls. You know who you are if you watch this. Thank you so much. They come into the female bathroom and walk into the stall. Top is still around the waist. And my
At least
one
you got a
friend,
good rack.
Yeah, true.
yeah, but imagine
True.
sloppy rack, soft
No,
nip.
sloppy rack is a whole. Oh my god.
Sloppy rack.
Let's
soft
start with
nip.
the soft nip.
My guy friend literally hoofs me over his shoulders and carries me like a fucking backpack. Like a backpack. I'm like this. Back. Literally, Dora the Explorer
thinking that.
out of the bar, tits on his back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Skin
get
to
up-
skin.
Skin to skin, pretty much. It's baby time, trying
Yeah.
to get connected.
Yeah.
Okay. And we get to the bar, and my boyfriend is following us, and he's just like, yeah.
That's my girl.
That's the legend of him for being so chill, because like literally topless.
Shout out Owen.
And and then he put me down, and I guess someone pulled up my top and put me in a cab, and Owen and I went home. But I woke up the next morning and I heard that story, and I've never been more mortified.
Honestly,
anxiety.
literally, like, don't think it's that bad though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
My tits have been out.
No,
countless times.
My
Countless.
tits have been out, but I mean in the sense of just like, you have been puking.
Yeah.
You have long hair. It's everywhere. Your top is at your waist. You're not sucking in. Your nipples.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Your nipples are
Full
soft.
bloat is out.
Everything is bad. You've been
Oh,
drinking
yeah.
for hours.
Oh yeah.
So
Like it ain't cute.
no, like it's not like, oh, look at her tits.
Yeah,
it's
no,
like,
it's-
oh,
Damn. Look at
her
those tits.
Those are fucking
Look
hanging.
at those titties.
That's the vibe that I gave.
yeah.
And that's why the anxiety is still haunted
That
me
is fair.
till this day.
That is fair.
Anyway,
Anyway,
sorry,
can
that
you
was
actually
so
repeat
drawn
the
out.
question?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, that was
I
just-
forgot because that was so long.
Okay, Monts.
Yeah.
What is your biggest I can't believe I did that drunk moment?
God, like literally anything.
Too many to count.
No, like,
honestly. I have,
I
like,
will
three
say,
at
like, I
least
have
off the top.
definitely gotten better. Like, there's only been, I would say, like a couple times where I've genuinely, like been blackout. But
Can't relate.
I honestly wish I had more times because when I wake up, like I get such bad anxiety. Like I literally, the amount of times I'm like, I'm going sober because that is like,
I'm going sober.
no, it's so bad because like, again, like I try to convince myself, I'm like, okay, it wasn't that bad. But I can't think, like, you know, like every single time you wake up and you think about it, you're just like, ugh, you quince at just like the thought of me saying anything. Like, I
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
I have so many thoughts in my brain. And even when I'm sober, I say things that really should be filtered out.
Mhm.
So when I'm drunk, that filter is a no go.
Yeah.
Like literally,
She's gone.
I prepare sometimes when I have information in the back of my pocket that I know can't be shared.
Yeah. Fair.
I'm like, I gotta limit my drinks
Yeah.
because
yeah.
I do not have a
knows?
filter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a
yappa.
yappa.
Shanice.
Shanice the police.
So,
Shanice.
Yeah. I don't know. Like just everything I've ever
Yeah.
done. I'll probably wake up tomorrow and go, you stupid fuck.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, literally though.
So
Literally.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, that's
So does that mean you're drinking?
yeah.
Because that like wasn't really an answer.
Never just like a really big sip.
No.
I think you need a shot.
Can I chug the rest of my drink?
No.
I would take that. I would take that.
You
I
would?
would take
How
full
much is
chug
left in there?
of the whole drink.
It's
You're
like
right. let me
basically
feel it.
full.
I would take that.
Okay,
It's
fine.
full. It's full.
Yeah.
Full.
Okay.
I would like a knee to the ground.
Oh my god. changes
Here's
your
the
guys'
Sister Monts,
camera angle.
Monts, Sister Monts. Here's the Sister Monts. Who's with us tonight. She's happy, she's horny,
she's with us till morning.
Here's the Sister Monts.
Sister Monts.
What is
I don't know.
this? What is this and where is it from?
I don't know. It's just a random drinking chant.
Okay, ready?
Not on the sweater.
It's kind of a
Not on our merch. We're thinking that we want to get like branded merch.
Yeah.
So honestly, can you guys please let us know what you want to see us in / potentially buy at one point?
Yeah.
When we, you know,
because like
get
as
there
much,
one day.
Like if you think of like the Abercrombie like camo hoodie,
Yes.
I want that hoodie, but in like faded leopard print,
yes,
cheetah print,
yes,
with
our
dude
dude
like,
logo.
our dude
dude
logo.
right across
Yeah.
the tits.
Yeah.
So like, do you guys want to
So-
see that? Are we sick of the red? Like that's what I want to know. My sister, you guys today.
Keep going, Monts.
Yeah, keep going.
Mhm.
Sorry, my sister today when I was on the way, she was like, "Oh, like," because I came upstairs and she was like, "Do you wear that for every episode?" And I was like,
yeah, we
"Yes,
do."
it's our
Was this
merch,
Jade or
bae." Yeah, because it's our merch. Like we obviously wash
Yes.
it,
No,
and I haven't yet actually.
neither have I.
To wash
To be
it.
fair, we're only 3 episodes in.
But, like, yeah,
so...
true.
We've worn it for like a few hours.
Yeah,
Relax.
and I really haven't sweat until this episode. Which
Yeah.
don't worry, it'll be washed after this episode. But like,
Yeah.
Anyways, so we are looking to get more merch. So would love to know what you guys think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you finish that?
I am getting there.
Okay, well I'm gonna go while you're drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was like, you're
My drunk
leaving?
kiss.
I
I
forgot
have
you haven't answered.
honest to God, so many. Like the more that they're talking, I'm like, oh, I've broken my ankles not once but twice being
Drunk?
wasted. I have flushed my own phone down the toilet not once again, but twice being blackout. And there was another thing, a fifth thing, but there was, anyways. There's been quite a few
anyways.
moments. Yes, being wasted. That like when I was younger, you'd keep your phone if you know, in the back pocket of your jeans. It was like the cool thing to do. You know, you're like 16, yada
Yes.
yada.
I
It's,
still
it's the
low-key do
vibe.
that.
I do too.
Me in the club, I'm like, take my phone.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, you pull your pants down to go pee, it
Mm.
falls into the toilet, but you're so
Yes.
wasted you flush it anyways that like literally you guys like I
didn't hear
cannot
the-
express this enough. Not once at this really person's house party and like they had to call her mom, this whole thing. Cut to 2 months later, they had to get plumbing in. It actually ruined their entire plumbing of their house. So sorry to this person. If you're watching this, I doubt you are. But if you are, you know that like I am so sorry. So that has happened not once but twice. And then I've literally broken not just like the same ankle twice, like once my left because I was wasted at the Granville Strip Club. I was at the top of the stairs again. I hate
Oh,
to say
those
if
stairs
you
are
know,
steep.
you
I was gonna
know
say,
those stairs.
If you have been there, those
you
stairs
know those
are
stairs.
a murder weapon.
It is like a grand central
longest staircase I've ever
like one of
seen.
these. You guys. It is one of these. You
Yeah.
know it. You know it. Took one step, tumbled my ass all the way down to the ground. All the way down. Broke my left ankle. Then I was in Yaletown one night. Drunk again. You know the Yaletown stairs? You guys know? Like
I
you
know
know?
'em.
So
Yaletown
again,
stairs?
yeah, the Yaletown
Yes.
ones. Like there's multiple.
Oh, like
yeah,
sidewalk.
throughout.
Yeah,
the-
if you
yeah,
park,
yeah,
if you
upstairs.
park, then you have to go up the stairs
Thank
to
you.
go to the restaurant.
Thank you. Took again one step. Broke then my right ankle. Yeah, I was out for like I'm talking you guys like 6 months per ankle, like back to back to back. I've broken my ankle like literally 6 times. Like it's actually
Honestly, I have
embarrassing.
too. I was a child.
It's
but
embarrassing. Yeah, 2
I
times
actually,
drunk.
now that you're talking, I do remember like the one blackout story that I actually like do remember.
Spill.
And so I'm stopping drinking my drink because I actually have an answer.
That's fair.
Again,
I don't.
I
think
was
it's
quite
fair.
young. Like this was my very first blackout.
Okay.
Very first.
different. Okay.
Yeah,
Whoa.
and I will say that
we want to
this
get
was
into
like
that.
Yeah, I remember mine.
I've never had like an
Unfortunately,
episode
I
like
do.
this because I was also so young that like
Yeah.
parents are involved.
Of
Anyways,
course, they're like
long story-
picking you up.
Yeah. So I had, I know I had a bottle of wine. So this was only one bottle of wine, which was my
barefoot.
probably.
But even now, one bottle of wine, and I'm like,
No, see, this is the thing. Back in my day,
Mm.
one bottle of wine got me the perfect drunk.
yeah, like that.
I knew I was
yeah.
bringing a bottle to the party,
Yeah.
and I was gonna be set. And then
Yeah.
I wasn't drinking out of the glass; I was literally drinking out of the bottle.
Yep.
And yeah,
Yeah.
it was probably barefoot Moscato.
As we do.
The
As
light
we
blue
do.
label.
Yeah.
We know her.
Anyways, so
Pay homage.
it was a party bus, and I was on the party bus with my boyfriend at the time, and I got so drunk that I was puking on the party bus. And you guys know, like back in the day, that was so bad.
Yeah, that was a taboo.
Yeah.
That was taboo.
So taboo.
They were like,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Like, that's
And so,
embarrassing.
but I remember I was like kind of with it enough at the time to be like, get me off this motherfucking bus.
yeah.
So they dropped me and my boyfriend at the time off in like just the side of the road. Like
nice.
just literally, I think it was like on the highway, like
I
literally
was gonna
just
say Highway 99.
no, like
Yeah.
wasn't the Highway 99, but it was like literally like I think
All
it
right,
was like
it's the 91.
no, I think it was like King George Boulevard actually. To be
Oh, even worse.
That's so embarrassing.
And so I'm on the side
Barely
of the
made
road,
it.
like throwing up, and just so happens that the cops drive by and they pull over and they're like, "What's going on?" And I'm literally take in mind, like I'm passed out on the ground, like I am coherent enough to like understand the conversation that's going on, but
yeah,
I'm not.
but like you were unwell.
but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not partaking in the conversation.
No.
I am just overhearing, and so the cops drive by. I'm in like a fucking slutty outfit. Like I'm like probably what, like 14. Like my
Of course.
like you know.
the era of like no clothes.
No, like-
Little baby boobs
yeah.
are out,
Yeah.
and your ass is
Yeah.
probably out too.
Yeah.
Actually, honestly,
Yeah.
that's when I had like my biggest boobs. Anyways, and
good for you.
so
Jealous of
yeah,
that.
Yeah, good
so the
for
cops
you.
come by. Don't know really what happened. I think they were just like, okay, someone
Is she
needs to get her
alive and
home.
well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then, not my own parents came to pick me up, but my boyfriend's dad.
That is, I'm
What?
getting anxiety for you right now, and this was like 10 years ago, and
Oh
I'm
my
not
God,
even
I-
involved.
okay,
Over 10 years
No,
ago.
it might have been over 10 years.
I'm
Like,
getting secondhand
so
anxiety for you.
my boyfriend's dad
You
comes
got
to
in
pick
that
us
car,
up.
I would be like, I'm walking.
Do you think I had the option?
I'd be like, I'm gonna die in this ditch
I was
tonight,
not alive
actually.
at this
Sorry.
point. Like I was not alive. Like I
oh, this
can't
was
even
my bad.
remember what happened. And so then
Mate.
he picks us up and then he drops us off at my mom's house. And then I'm literally in the bathroom, like passed out in the
Ugh.
bathroom. And I just remember, I'm pretty sure my mom had like her friends over, and I don't know for sure, but I just feel like I remember my mom or her friends asking, like, did you do drugs? Like, just basically being like, we just want to
Yeah.
make sure you're
Yeah.
like, you're fine, like,
Yeah.
whatever. And I just remember, or it wasn't, they might have asked me, or I just like overheard them talking. But I just remember like literally being passed out on the floor of the bathroom, just being like, I didn't do drugs. Yeah. So that was that.
It's a really good one.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
I
You
wish
got a
I.
couple extra
I
bevies in
wish I
there.
still forgot about that one. But
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wish I forgot about all of mine. There's
Yeah.
unfortunately so many more that are
Yeah.
just as embarrassing.
No, why is being? Oh, that's the thing. That's
Dude.
why I'm like, we just need to
Yeah,
be freaking
dude.
sober.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Dude.
No, and this is the best part. Well, best part for me, like not actually the best part, but I'm sure you guys know, like if you know, you know, like if you were on a party bus and you threw up, you know how you always got that charge, like
Yes.
Oh my god.
yes, you didn't want to be
dude.
that one bitch
forgot
who
about
threw
that.
up on the party bus
Yeah.
and
No,
got that
ever.
charge.
That was
But-
an era.
Luckily for me, 3 other girls threw up.
Oh god. I feel like it was her.
Yeah, so I didn't know this, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
3 other ones
yeah,
did?
or
I'd be like, get
was
me a
you-
mint.
yeah.
It was her.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
And
Wasn't me?
so we all got to split the charge, and I was like, "Hell
That's
yeah!"
not that bad. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, good bounce.
No, I know. I was
Good
like,
bounce.
so fine.
Honestly, a win is a win.
Yeah,
Yep.
but I will say
Yeah.
it definitely traumatized me, and I swear that's
trauma.
literally why I
I've never
don't-
drank again.
Yeah, like I don't get as blackout. Like there have been times,
Yeah.
obviously,
Oh.
but I
And
and
the pumpkin
especially because I
patch.
remember going into that night being like, I'm good. Oh my
Yeah.
god, yes.
The
Yeah.
pumpkin patch.
Oh no, that was another one.
Honestly, I've done
That
so
was
many
one of my
embarrassing
favorite
things
nights ever, actually.
yeah, I will say.
In a container.
Okay,
bring
well
it
now
on.
I'll kind of explain it.
The pumpkin patch story?
Yeah, just this is a short version, and I'm only gonna talk about myself. Anyways, long story short, we went to this pumpkin patch, like a pumpkin patch, like
Corn maze. Haunted corn
whatever.
maze. It was
I was
terrifying.
so drunk that
we
we-
were.
I will say it wasn't because of me, but someone in our group got us kicked out.
Someone looked directly at Molls.
No, it
no,
wasn't
no.
me.
No,
I was,
oh,
I
okay,
was,
okay.
I was
Yeah.
caretaker that night.
Anyways,
I was
long
chill.
story
Fair,
short,
fair.
I was
Yeah.
so drunk, and we were driving home, and I was literally like face out of the car, throwing up the whole way
My
home.
sister
Oh,
was
yeah.
driving us home.
Yeah, and then I
no.
like
like children.
no, oh my god, you guys, this is the cutest thing ever. but not actually at the same time. It's kind of
Are you going
weird.
to talk about Owen?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Because
This is
Owen,
what I was gonna
Molly's
say.
husband, is literally the sweetest king ever. And he took care of us so well. Like,
did.
he literally, like, put me in the bath. Like, you and
Yeah.
him put me in the bath. Like, I was out for the count.
Aw.
Yeah, so
No,
I
but
guess I actually have more stories
The
than I
best
thought.
part about that story was, okay, so Monts touched on it, but okay, so I was with Monts in the bathroom and she was in the bath and I was watching her and
I was like,
Watching her have a bath.
swim.
no, it's because I
No.
threw up so much.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
no
she
fair.
just needed to be in the bath.
Oh my
Anyways,
god, us at your bachelorette. I was watching
Literally.
Monster One.
Oh my god,
Oh,
yes.
I'm like, I'm sleeping on the floor. You guys are like, no, go to bed. I'm like, you guys, she's gonna choke on her throw up.
no.
I'm putting a pillow here. Good night.
No, oh my
Stubborn
god, wait,
bitch.
now why are we talking about all the time in fucking blackout?
I'm like,
Okay.
oh my god, there's too many to count. There's
There
too many
is.
good ones.
We'll get into that one.
But okay, so Monts was in the bath and I was with her, and Owen had like helped us get Monts in the bath. And,
Yeah,
like,
take
make
in mind,
her-
I
make
am
her
naked.
all sorted, but like he's a nurse, so he's fine.
Yeah, it's not weird, you
No,
guys.
it's not
weird.
Anyways, and Owen just like slightly cracks the door probably like 10 minutes later as I'm like in the bath with Monts, like chilling, hanging out, whatever. And he's like, hey, like make sure like her sutures are okay because you had just gotten your boobs done. It was the cutest thing. He remembered that your stitches were still healing and he was like, don't get her
dead.
don't get her sutures too wet. Like they can't just be sitting there underwater. And I was like, I'm gonna marry you.
Yeah.
King.
This man.
Oh
This
my
man. He
God.
was like,
No,
just
Owen
make
is
sure
literally
they're
our
shout
man.
out.
Owen.
Yeah.
Shout out Owen. Just
Mhm.
a moment of silence.
Yeah.
for Owen.
It's so good, but now that we've also
She couldn't do it.
oh yeah. Anyways, okay,
a
so
cutie
another
patootie.
time apparently I've actually gotten blackout was Molly's bachelorette, which was literally the best time ever.
Iconic.
It was
Iconic.
so fun.
And
you guys, we
okay,
rode
no.
freaking horses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we're gonna
These two got on a horse.
Yeah.
we're gonna
For me.
no guys.
Yeah.
Me.
We're gonna insert the clip of the car.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, so we're gonna
God.
insert this clip. So we leave the club and I am fully puking. Okay, one
No,
thing
actually,
about
I
me,
don't
I
remember
will
I
say
found her in an alley.
I don't remember this.
Shaped like an
Oh,
egg.
Yes.
Shaped like an egg. I'm like, we're standing in the club. We have a table. Everything is going well.
Yeah.
Everyone's back at the table.
Yeah.
I look around. I'm like, Montana is fucking missing. Where the hell does she
Yeah.
go?
I was with Carly.
Not at that point.
Yes, I was.
No. Carly was in the club.
Yeah, because I said to her,
Yes.
go in, I gotta stay.
That's
here.
just what I'm saying. So I see Carly, and Carly was with Monts earlier, and I'm like, okay, where is Montana? And I look at Jules because Jules
Is
was
mom.
the other one
Yeah.
who was like
Very
on the same
responsible.
vibe.
Shout out Jules.
And
And
I
I
will
was
say,
so
wait, I just
responsible.
want to say, usually I am mommy.
That's
No,
true.
I
You
know.
usually
It's
are.
true.
When I
Yeah.
am not mommy,
It's
I
good.
am
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
No, it was mom. It's
I'm
mom's
baby.
night out. It's
Yes.
mom's night out. Okay, every
Yes.
mom is allowed to have a night out.
And so I look at Jules, and I'm like, stay here. I'm gonna go look for Monts.
Mhm.
And she's like, got you. I leave the club. I walk
This is
out onto
bringing
the
back
sidewalk.
memories.
And I'm like, where the fuck is
I
she?
remember
I've
this.
got my Inspector Gadget goggles on. I'm looking for her. The club is right, like beside an alleyway.
Yeah.
And
And you
so
went to the right,
I'm-
right?
Yes, I went to the
Yes.
right.
I know the exact.
And I
alley.
go into the alley and I see this small little ball.
I'm like leaning against the wall.
yeah, small ball with long black hair hanging out over there. And I go
Yeah.
over to her and I'm like, Monts, are you okay? She's like, no, I'm not okay.
Do I look okay?
I start patting her back. She's like, I think I need to puke. And if you know Montana, she hates puking.
Oh, I have
She hates
edemophobia or whatever the frick
yeah,
that word is.
onomatopoeia. I
Don't
know what
ask
the
me
hell
to
it's
spell
called.
it, but I have it.
She has it. She has the biggest fear of it. Okay.
Yeah, like, I
She's like,
hate
I feel so
puking.
nauseous. I think I need to puke. And I'm like, okay, girl, I got you. We're gonna do this together. I'm rubbing her back. She's hunched over, now face the other way, facing towards the wall. I'm patting her back, and she's like, I think I gotta shove my fingers down my mouth. And I'm like, you got this, girl. She puts it down. Nothing's happening.
No,
'Cause
I
she's-
actually cannot
she
puke.
can't. I don't know if you can see this, but my nails always look like this. They are this long. They are always this long.
They're not lesbian nails. Let's put it that way.
No. And
So
I look
being a
at Monts
friend-
and I'm like, I'm doing it. And she's like,
1, 2, 3, go.
please. I reef my fingers down her throat.
Elbow
And
for
I'm
me.
like this. I'm like this in there. wiggling
I can
around.
feel her
right?
dangling my fucking thing.
Yeah.
Ew.
Uvula is wiggling away, and she goes and pukes the tiniest, cutest, babyest barf, and then was like, "I'm good," and I was like, "Perfect." We got in an Uber like 10 minutes later and went home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I also, the thing is, because I am so afraid of puking, what gets
Anti-puke.
me is that I get so nervous when I'm nauseous. And so I get really scared and I get
Yeah.
really car sick. So when
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
you
drunk
do
and
get car
I'm,
sick.
like really, really bad. So I cannot get into a car drunk. Like,
Yeah.
it's so bad.
I know.
So before we even got in, I was like, okay, I'm going to need a bag because
Yeah.
I just need it at least for my own safety, you know? And so we get into the Uber and I'm literally head in the fucking bag the entire time. Brooke got my hair. She's holding it back. Molly and Brooke
I'm like,
are like,
oh, this is what I remember
they're
now.
taking, like, selfies. They're taking selfies. My head is literally in a fucking bag.
We're taking
Hey, but
pictures.
I held her hair up while taking
You
selfies.
did.
No, I
and that's
will
what I'm
say
saying.
that.
We're gonna insert
I had my
the
arm
camera.
taking
Yeah.
the photos.
And
We were
so-
still real ones.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
And so we're like driving the whole way home, and it was like a decent drive.
No, I was gonna say it's a good 45
And-
minutes.
But the thing is, I
was
did
45
not puke
minutes.
the entire way
No.
because like
she
I
did really
yeah.
good.
But the second we get home
In a cul-de-sac.
in a
okay?
cul-de-sac,
He
Yeah.
couldn't make it into the
dude,
driveway.
the door
What? I
opens
forgot
of the
about
fucking
this.
car, and I'm literally hands and knees
Ejecting out of the car.
throwing
Yeah.
up in the middle of the cul-de-sac.
Like on pavement, you guys.
Yes.
Not rocks, grass, bushes, trees, pavement.
all fours.
Arizona pavement.
Yeah. No.
Which gets really,
that was
really
sizzling.
hot
That was
in the sun.
sizzling.
We wake up
Yeah.
the next morning. It was still there.
That was crusted on.
Crusted, cooked,
yeah.
baked at 350 degrees for 50
No,
minutes
and then,
like banana
like
bread.
Brooke said, so sweet. After eventually I finally got into the house and I fell asleep beside the toilet because I'm like, I just literally need this for my safety net.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I just need
Yeah.
this. And I do feel bad because I was like, I am fine. I know to sleep on my side. Like, I know all this stuff. But
No,
Brooke
but
was
when you're
lit-
wasted,
No,
it's
no,
like
no,
no,
it
no.
doesn't matter.
And I
You know what you know, but you don't know what you know
and
when you're
sweet,
wasted.
sweet Brooke, she was like, no, I have to stay up with her. Like, I'll be with her the whole time. And I'm like, no, like, literally go to bed. Like, I'm
So,
fine.
like, it's like 4 a.m. or something. We're all like, okay, we have to go to bed.
Yeah.
And I go to my room. I get my comforter and my pillow.
Noosh and Jules are all in the room too. Like, we're gonna get Montana out of the toilet. And I go in there, and Jules is like, "You're the only one who can lift her."
Yeah, I wasn't moving.
No, because you were like, "She'll get it from you," and I was like, "Okay." So I go to lift Montana up, and I'm like, "Come with me." You're like, "No."
It was not happening. There
I
was
like,
no
"Come on,
moving.
Come on, let's go to bed. You went to bed for approximately 1 nanosecond, and we're like immediately back to the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like,
Head over toilet.
I literally need to sleep by a toilet because
Yeah.
I just need
It's
it
just in case.
safety
Honestly,
net.
it's security.
Yeah.
It's security.
Like,
Like, heaven forbid,
God forbid,
women
I
are
try
trying to feel safe and secure.
Yeah, like I'm trying to
God
save
forbid.
Heaven forbid.
No. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
I've actually never been blacked
So
out
I
in my
pulled
life.
up my bed just right beside the toilet.
I
was
know,
like,
that was so nice.
Night night.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times. I actually, you guys, I forgot about that.
No,
This
me too.
Truth or Drink brought all this back.
Mhm.
Good times.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for sitting and chatting with us. We wanted to get a little bit more personal because I know the last couple episodes have been a bit more about like pop culture and things like that, but we just wanted to sit down, get real with you guys, and yeah, just kind of like chat. So
Yeah.
thank you
Get
so
into
much.
it.
Thanks for joining.
No,
Yeah.
literally, yeah. So we will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Times. Wait, why are you dying? Wait, what is happening? What? Oh my god. No.
Okay, cut it. We're not.
This is not for the pod. This is not.
I originally been like.
Oh my god, I remember Jules did that. Jules had because Jules is so funny. Like, that's what I said. Stop. actually forgot about that. Oh my god.